So I want to jump in just by saying thank you for really allowing me to guide you and just trusting the process. I'm conscious that not everybody gets to do the deep work, and those that do, they really understand why it's important for everyone to have that guidance. So let's kind of just start with, like, where were you in your specific situation when we got started?
Yeah, so I'd taken some time off,
Yeah.
and I had an amazing opportunity in front of me. I'd spent, 6, 12 months really doing some deep work and some healing on my own, and with a therapist. And I just felt like something big was coming.
Mm.
Like I was riding a wave and I didn't want to crash and burn. Like I wanted to ride it and feel strong, and I wanted to figure out like what I was missing, what was making me feel like a little bit unstable. And of all kind of the work that I'd done previously, like with my therapist, doing EMDR, just talking to lots of different people in health and wellness, working on my physical health, working on like my mental health, taking some time out. I just felt like I'd done a lot of work, but I needed some help pulling it all together,
Mm.
so that I could, for lack of a better word, I don't know, ride this wave that I just felt like was coming. I felt like something big was coming to me, and I wanted to be strong for it and ready for it.
Yeah, I get that. I get that. And there's always a moment just before you say, like, okay, I'm in, let's go, where you kind of pause and you hesitate. What led you to the decision to start working together?
I think it was just everything was so serendipitous. Like it was the right person at the right time, and I was like, we've both lived in the same country for 10 years, and we've had so many circles overlap, and it is unbelievable that we haven't met until that point.
Mhm.
And I just believe whatever higher power that it is brings you the right people at the right time when you need them.
Mhm.
And I was so close with everything that I was doing, and I needed a guide. I needed somebody to just help me like put it all together.
Yeah,
And there you were, you know.
yeah,
And so look, there's always a bit of a hesitation because like it's a time and it's a financial commitment, but it was like I had faith that that you were the right person at the right time, and this was going to help me because this is what I just felt like I needed.
thank you. And it's testament to you, because not everybody can feel that inner wisdom and know when to follow it and know when there's fear versus that inner wisdom. So yeah, it's great. So I've got my roadmap, my 4 pillars: so personalized nutrition, movement, purpose and relationships, and your mind and self-care. Can you, I think I want to say, actually, you're like one of the typical examples of someone that's done work in these pillars previously to come into me, and yet can see the benefit of having it all pulled together. What would you say happened to you in any of those particular pillars that was probably the most transformational?
I think it was like the people and the spiritual side a little bit, because the biggest thing that's helped me is that question is starting to kind of unpick why I'm feeling about a certain situation, where we kind of analyze, okay, well, what's the situation? What's happening? Why am I feeling like that? Where did I first feel like that? I'm really trying to go back to understand what the true feelings are that I'm feeling about a situation, where they originally came from. Is there any forgiveness that's needed? And really able to kind of let it go. But repeating that exercise over and over and over again, whether it's an irritation with my husband, or whether it's like worrying about something with my kids, or whether it's the imposter syndrome with work, it's like repeating that over and over again has really just led to me letting go of some things that, yeah, or make big realizations as well with some of my relationships. And that's just helped me more than anything.
Yeah.
Um,
So what would you say to someone that was where you were at the beginning?
Yeah, so like, I think there's a lot of people out there who are a bit like me, class themselves as a biohacker or a self-optimizer. I'm always reading something. I'm always like testing and learning and trying new things when it comes to like my fitness and health and relationships and spirituality.
Yeah.
But um, sometimes you just need maybe a little bit of help of like pulling all together what you've learned, help refining it, and also just someone to help you, give you the belief in yourself that you've got this. And I think one of the things that's kind of come out of working with you is you've just said to me, you know what, you know this, like you've done the work, a few tweaks here and there, and actually you've got this, just go and do it. Don't still, you no longer on that learning journey at this point. Now it's going putting it into action. And I think there's also been a lot that I got from that. So for anyone who's kind of maybe thinking they're doing so much and they're learning so much, but are they really putting it into practice and executing on it, and maybe just need a little bit of help there? I think, of course, come speak to Elika.
Oh, thank you, sweetheart. I would say that the top objection that I hear is probably not getting started because either time or money. What would you say to speak to that, to the person that feels that that's the reason not to get started?
Yeah, I think, look, on the time, you don't need as much time as you think you do. It's as much time as you can or want to give to it, right? You can be on the concierge every single day to Elika, or once a week, like I probably was. And so it's just whatever works for you and fits in with you. You'll still get a significant amount of value out of it if you connect once a week or once every 2 weeks, just as much as you would do every day. I think don't necessarily value it on the amount that you can put in, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
I hope that kind of makes sense. And the money side, look, it is a lot of money, but it's the value and how I've come out of it. It's worth every penny. And the relationships and the people that I've got to meet because of Elika, because of this program, has just been phenomenal. Like, I've had some experiences that I wouldn't have had otherwise. And the money will come. The money always come, and it will come.
Yeah.
And it will come if you end up working with Elika, being more aligned in all of those areas of your life. The money's going to come.
Yeah, I really feel that people are really starting to understand that one of the greatest impacts they can have in their life are their experiences as opposed to, the materialistic things. So I'm hoping that as people listen to this, they really tap into that part of themselves. Michelle, thank you, because it's been an absolute pleasure to work with you. I'm so grateful in my life that I feel that I get to play with soul clients like you that go on to be amazing friends, and that I just can see in so many different shapes, areas, different nuances of our lives growing and expanding together and being on that journey. So it just it leaves me with just so much joy that I get to be in your life in any part. So I want to just say to the person that might be watching this that if you feel like you need like a strategic partner, an advisor in your life to help you to connect the dots, and anything that we've shared about resonates with you, then reach out by exploring an energy audit call with me, and we can see what the best roadmap would look like for you. Thank you, Michelle.
Elika, just honestly, thank you so much for everything. And I just feel like you've helped me level up that bit, and I feel so strong and so ready for what's coming. And it's just amazing. And I'm so happy that like you're on the journey with me as well. We've finished our 3 months together, but you're still here, and I love that, and hopefully I see that for years to come. So yeah, just so grateful for everything.
Of course. Thank you, babe. You take care.